we're at the combine. What is your favorite question to ask guys when you get to sit with them? Or what is maybe a go-to?
For me, it's who's been, out before college. Who influenced you in football? And I think it's important. So for me, I want to know whether it's been either from family or other people, or what was the origin of how this player got involved with football. I want to know the genesis of how it all started for him.
Okay.
I think for me, because it helps me later on that, if it's a relationship with a coach or something from the family, it's something for me to fall back on, when, you start doubting, whether, or it's starting to become too much of a business. I try to remind them of, the origin of why they started it and how they love. So I try to use that, throughout my time with that player. And I also share, not with the players that I ask that question to, but I do share that with the team quite a bit.
What if the answer is like, I just wanted to get laid?
No, I don't think that. I think it's like I can tell you my story. I always wanted to play baseball, and I was just too big and fat to be on a bunch of football teams. So then all of a sudden you get to a point where in high school you're like, it doesn't matter how fat and big you are, you can play football. And then I just happened to be better in football than I was in baseball.
Yeah.
But if I had my choice, I would have played baseball.
I feel like a lot of people of your size in high school, you hear it from everyone, just like, hey, why don't you play football? If you're not actually on the football team, like literally everybody in your life is like, why aren't you a football player?
It's like David Baker, the Pro Football Hall of Fame president. He was
a
too
big
big.
dude.
He was too big to play football.
Yeah, when he was younger?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot, yeah.
400 pounds, 6'9".
Like a lot of us,
Yeah.
I started playing football to get laid, but I was a kicker, so it kind of backfired on me.
Yeah, but see, here I can tell you this, like, when you're a lineman and you're fat, there ain't nothing happen to guys like me.
Right.
You guys are thinking like, the quarterback.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, like, I think the people now, I think the hockey players got a good role going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you look at, right,
nice
the hockey
little niche.
players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up in like the Syracuse area, upstate New York, if you're the captain of the hockey team, that is like the equivalent of being the quarterback.
And they're all like regular dudes who
Boston
are
College and
kind of
Northeastern and
unassuming.
BU.
Yeah, hockey players can, even guys in the NHL, they can go to dinner and not be bothered most places. And
I mean, look
nice
at most of the
little
country music stars, right?
Because they wear the big hats.
Hockey players.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do you think? You think you changed now?
No.
You think you should have played hockey?
No, absolutely
I
not.
bet you would have been a hell of a hockey player.
I got very bad equilibrium, bad balance. I'm a clumsy. I can't even walk without falling down.
Really?
I can't skate. Yeah.
I was
I
a really
thought
good
maybe the skates could
rollerblader, no
help
big
you.
deal. I was a really good rollerblader.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty
sick
sick.
rollerblader.
That's pretty good.
Like gold member? Like, were you part of that?
No, I
you're
was
too
just
young
sick
for
at
that.
rollerblading. I wasn't good at ice skating, but I was a really good rollerblader.
Yeah, I'd be like 7 feet if I had like, roller skates.
Ooh, that's actually, I might get back into blading now. You get that extra like 4 inches on the bottom of your skate.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
You got to be careful. You don't want people like, Adam Sandler throwing sticks at you when you're
true.
rollerblading and taking dives.
I have one last question, then we'll let you go. It is a combine, as Big Cat said. You're doing these interviews. When we sat down with you in Jacksonville, we asked you, how can you tell if there's a presence of grit on the practice field? You said that you can hear it in training camp.
Yep.
How do you tell if a prospect has grit if you're not able to like hear him running into people?
Sure. I think that's what, like, one of the questions was like, when you go to these all-star games, that's why it's good to be on the field, because you can kind of hear that or feel that, power. You're not going to be able to do that when you're watching film, right? When you're watching these players when they perform. So what I always look for is, are they finishing the play? That echo of the whistle where, is he smart enough to know when not to draw a penalty, you know what I'm saying? And you know what, if it's a certain type of penalty, I don't hold that against players. I remember, I'll give you an example, Jari Evans, who I had in New Orleans, who was a great player. He went to Bloomsburg, and one of the things that was so impressive that he finished every single play, and he just wanted to put his guy on the ground. I mean, and you can see it, and that's what he strived for. Did he do it all the time? No, of course not. But that's what he always wanted to do, and that he carried that same type of mentality over into the league and was very successful. Those players, to me, that have that type of mentality, that finished type of mentality, that you see that extra effort or that echo to the whistle, I think that helps carry over into the grit part of the physical part of it.
Love
Okay.
it.
I
Play
like
through
that
the
answer.
Ian whistle, the echo of the Ian whistle.
Yes.
Echo of the, yes.
Ian Whistle. All right. Well, Coach, thank you very much for joining us. as always. Also, I'm happy that you have your job still.
I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. That's kind of annoying.
Why?
I don't know. You walk
fine,
around
I'm
like,
not
hey, I'm
happy.
glad that you're
fine.
back.
I wish
Hey, I'm glad that you're back.
I actually started
Hey,
the hashtag Fire Doug Marrone.
I know. I mean, I'm glad that, I'm like, I'm walking around the other day and I say to myself, I'm like, I'm getting tired of this shit.
Well, you were
know what I'm saying?
dead. You were dead. That report, you were dead.
According to, I didn't feel that way.
Right.
I'm as alive as ever.
Right. But we're happy.
We're very happy.
I know.
Fine, we're happy to see you.
We're happy to see you. We're not happy that you still have a job.
Yeah.
Wait,
We
or
hope
do you
get
want us to be
fired.
happy that you had a job? Okay, we're
No,
crying
I
now.
hope
We're
you
all
get
crying
fired.
together.
I hope you get fired soon. Okay? Yeah. I hope you don't even make it through the next season.
thanks,
Use that as motivation.